Hi, I'm Andrew and I'm going to give you a few thoughts on commission overload. First of all, you're probably wondering, is it a scam? Absolutely no way. It is the most mind-blowing collection of marketing information that you can imagine. I've been marketing online for 12-13 years and I've never seen anything like this. It covers stuff that you will have heard about, like affiliate marketing and CPA marketing and various other things like that, but it does it in a way that will blow your mind. There was stuff in there that, well, there's no way I would ever have thought about it on my own. Not in a million years would I have come up with these ideas. They are real super ninja ideas, and you will see as soon as you go through the course, you will just know that you're never going to need to buy another course again in your life, because there's information in here which will, well, it's the keys to the kingdom. It really is. Now, there are a few niggles that I've got with it, and I'll tell you what those are. The first is that the course hasn't been put together quite as systematically as I would have liked. Now, what I mean by that is there are a number of different modules, and you're told to go through them in order, so module 1, module 2, module 3 and so on, which is fair enough, but you'll get to a point where they'll be talking about something that they haven't covered yet, and so let's say in module 2, for example, they were talking away about this, that and the other, and then they'll suddenly reference something that doesn't actually come in until module 7 or something, and you're kind of scratching your head thinking, hang on a minute, what's that, how did that fit in? And it's only when you get to module 7 and then they mention whatever it is that you suddenly think back and you think, oh yeah, I see how it fits together. And so you'll get there. Once you go through the whole course, everything will be there, but it's just that sometimes things are a little bit out of sequence as you go through. It doesn't have to happen, and it's no big deal, but it was just a little minor niggle that I had, so I just warn you about that. Second thing was that they make themselves out as being the best people for customer support. Well, initially I don't think they were. I got in to the course in the pre-launch stage, and I sent in a support ticket that went unanswered, and I see that there were a number of questions within the members area that also went unanswered. But I think the trouble was they were so swamped with people at that point, and they didn't have enough of a support structure in place to be able to handle the volume of support tickets that were being generated. But what they've done is they have trained up a much bigger support team, and that is now in place, and I don't think that is going to be an issue from now on, so I don't think you need worry too much about that. The other thing that I think wasn't particularly well done is in relation to email, and what we'll do is, if we just go over to the computer, I will show you inside the sort of members area, and I'll sort of mention what I mean about the email, because that is important. Okay, so we'll go over to the computer now. Okay, here we are in the Commission Overload members area, and there's something really important that I want you to see. What I'm looking at right now is a video on email setup. Now just read this text in the middle here. It says, email setup, must watch before proceeding. In this video we will go over email trees. This video is the most important video from this point on. If you miss this, you will not be able to complete anything else in the course. That is an understatement. I had no idea that email could be so detailed. I cannot begin to stress the importance of this. If you don't understand this, your entire investment in the Commission Overload course will have been a waste of money. You have to understand this inside out, upside down and back to front. Unfortunately, they made a bad job of explaining it, and it took me hours and hours of scratching my head to work out what on earth it meant. And I'm not the only one. Let me show you this. Down beneath the video, see this 410 comments, and if I scroll right to the bottom of the page, and I think I'm going to have to move the window down, just bear with me while I move this recording window down. and can you see right at the bottom here, look at this, we're currently on page 1, and look at this, there's 24 pages of support issues relating to the email setup, and they're talking about, oh, I'm getting an error message of this and I can't do that, and unfortunately it's because, as I say, they made a bad job of explaining the whole thing, and you've got to understand this. Now there is a solution, and I'm going to tell you what that is right now. Okay, the solution is I've put together my own take on how this works. I've set it out in black and white, clear steps, do this, this is how it works, which just makes it so much easier. It's actually not that difficult a concept. Once you've got your head around it and you understand and you've had that aha moment, it all makes sense, but they made such a poor job of explaining it. So I've put it together in a clearly laid out way, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you that report that I put together if you decide to buy Commission Overload through my link. But that's not all. I've got two other things that I'm going to give you. First is, one of the modules in the Commission Overload course explains how Craigslist is the single most profitable website on the internet, bar none. And they talk in there, they give you methods that you can mine Craigslist for tens of thousands of dollars. And you will see once you read them what a gold mine it is. But there's a problem. You need to have multiple phone verified Craigslist accounts. If you know anything about Craigslist, you will know how incredibly difficult they are to get hold of. And unfortunately in Commission Overload they only give you part of the solution. They don't tell you how to get these phone verified accounts. If you know nothing about Craigslist and you think I'm just kind of making this up, go online and do a Google search for Craigslist phone verified accounts, and you will see there are so many people wanting to know how on earth you do it for multiple accounts. Well, I've got a solution. It won't cost you anything, it's incredibly simple, and you can put it into place right now. And I'm going to show you exactly what that is. So that's the second part of the bonus that I'm going to give you. And without that, you're not going to be able to get, well, you'll only get a fraction of the potential out of the Craigslist method, because you'll be stuck to using one account. So I can show you how to overcome that. The final thing I'm going to give you is in the dating module inside Commission Overload, which is the one they recommend you start with and as being an incredibly profitable one. They show you a really, really clever twist that has allowed them to boost their conversions to 22%. 22% conversion rate on dating offers. That's what you're going to get from the dating module. However, I've managed to put my own twist on that, and that's boosted it even higher. So that's the third thing that I'm going to give you. If you decide to buy Commission Overload through my link, I'm going to give you the report on getting the email straight, the report on how to get your multiple Craigslist phone verified accounts, and my own twist on their idea that will boost your conversions for the dating offers even higher than 22%. So I'll give you those three things. Here's how you do it. As soon as I stop talking at the end of this video, there'll be a URL that flashes up on the screen. It's commissionoverloadcash.info. Go to that URL. When you get there, you'll see there's an opt-in form. That's all that is on that page. All you've got to do is put your name and email address in there. And as soon as you do that and click submit, two things are going to happen. The first is you'll be redirected to the Commission Overload page where you can purchase the product. Once you've done that, you'll have a ClickBank receipt number. You need to keep a note of that receipt number. The second thing that happens when you get to that page and you put in your email address and your name and you click submit, the second thing that happens is you'll be sent an email asking you to confirm it. Open that email, click on the confirmation link inside, and as soon as you've done that, you'll be given the address to send me your ClickBank receipt number. As soon as I get your receipt number, I'll then send you those three reports. Okay, so that URL is coming up in a moment. Put your name and email address in there, click submit, confirm the email, purchase the course, and keep your ClickBank receipt number and send it to me at the details you'll get on how to do that. Okay, there's one final thing I want to just say to you very quickly. You need to be aware that when you go to the payment page, there are upsells. Do you need them? Absolutely not. You can make money without the upsells, without a shadow of a doubt. Just in the basic course, you can make a lot of money. However, I will say to you from the bottom of my heart, absolute honest truth, the information I learned from these guys was so phenomenal that I would want absolutely anything I could afford that they were putting out, because I've learned so much from them, and I genuinely believe that you will learn a great deal from them as well. Now obviously I can't make that decision for you whether you want to go for an upsell or not. I can't take that, you know, that's your choice, but I would strongly recommend that you do if you think you can afford it, because you will learn so much. I honestly mean that. However, as I said, you don't have to. You will be able to make money without them, but you're going to gain a massive amount if you do go for it. Okay, that's it. I've said enough. Regardless of whether I want to use my link to buy Commission Overload or not, if you go ahead and purchase the course, I wish you the best of success with it. It's a phenomenal course. You're going to make a massive amount of money with it. If you do want to get those 3 bonuses that I'm offering, that link is coming up right now as soon as I stop talking. Okay, here it comes right now.